Like the other dolls in this collection, we do not know exactly how many of this doll were made. Mattel just told us it's limited. Hello fellow Aussians, and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at another porcelain doll from the collection. This porcelain Tin Man doll was part of Mattel's Timeless Treasures collection. He was a limited release back in 2001 and originally retailed for $149.99 US. Like the other dolls in this collection, the Tin Man came packaged in this white box. There would have been a brown shipper box outside of this. I actually had that box with this doll, but I didn't keep it, so I don't have it to show you today. Opening up the box reveals the doll packaged inside styrofoam. On the outside of the styrofoam is all the doll's paperwork. A little assembly is required for the doll stand. It comes in two separate pieces and they simply slide into each other. And here he is in all of his shiny glory, the Tin Man. This is the tallest doll in this entire collection. With the Tin Man on the stand, he's around 14 inches tall. And like all of the other dolls that we have looked at in this collection, this doll continues that absolutely spectacular quality of the facial sculpt. It looks exactly like Jack Haley. There's no denying who this is. It's definitely one of the best facial sculpts that I have ever seen. Mattel really outdid themselves with this doll. This doll is a little special compared to all of the other dolls in this collection in that he does not come with an outfit. Scandalous, I know. His outfit is part of his body and are kind of the same thing. So, not a whole lot going on there, but the sculpting that they have done on his body to make him look like the Tin Man, well, there's no denying who he is. And I actually like the fact that in this case, his body has a shine to it, since that is how it would look in real life. It makes him actually look more realistic. And just like the Scarecrow doll, the Tin Man here is highly posed already, and there's not a whole lot of variations that you can really do. This leg pretty much is always going to be staying up like this. There's really only maybe slight variations you can do with it, and that's really about it. He's never going to have a stance where both of his legs are down. That's just not going to happen. Now, his outfit isn't a completely faithful recreation of the costume from the MGM movie with these metallic elements that they've added. That was definitely not there in the film, but I really like their inclusion with this doll. It makes him feel just a little bit more special than just having it all be gray. So I appreciate that there were at least a couple liberties that were taken with this doll to make him look just a little bit more special. On his right wrist is a tag that says The Wizard of Oz, Tin Man as portrayed by Jack Haley on the front, and on the back it is blank. The Tin Man's only accessory is his axe. And out of all of the axes that I have in my collection, this is definitely the heaviest. And I think this is made out of metal. It is pretty weighty. So I'm sure you were probably in a little shock that this doll was holding the axe. They have actually designed it so that the doll can actually hold the axe. There's a little indentation near the bottom part, and that is where you can literally slip it right into the doll's hand. Like the other dolls in this collection, we do not know exactly how many of this doll were made. Mattel just told us it's limited, which doesn't really say much. The Tin Man was the fourth doll that was released in this series, and it's the last three dolls in this set, the Tin Man, the Winged Monkey, and the Cowardly Lion, that are the rarer dolls. Now, when I say rarer, I don't mean to say that he's impossible to get, because he definitely is not. He was a doll made by Mattel, okay? We're not talking about anything that's actually genuinely rare. When you compare this doll to the first 3 dolls that were released, Dorothy, the Wicked Witch, and the Scarecrow, he is definitely rarer than those dolls. So, as far as them all being a sort of limited number and there was the exact same number that was made of them, I don't think that was the case with these dolls. I don't think so. They might have been offered for a certain amount of time to order them, and maybe that was the criteria for it being limited. Don't really know. So, he's one of the more rarer ones. Now, if you wanted to add the Tin Man to your collection, how much should you expect to pay for him? I think if you can find this doll underneath the original retail price of $150, you definitely have a deal. But you might have to spend a little bit more on this doll than what you spent on some of the other characters. Have you collected the Timeless Treasures Wizard of Oz dolls? Let's have a discussion down in the comments section. And if you liked that video, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe. New videos are posted every 2 weeks on the 15th and last day of each month. And if that doesn't satisfy your appetite for Oz, follow the link in the description to ozclub.org and join the International Wizard of Oz Club. Until next time, bye y'all.